Hey, friends, it's Michael Kingswood, and it's story time for the live deep dive. And it's been a couple days since I've dove deep here with you guys because, well, it was busy. I think I was here last Thursday, and then, yeah, Friday and Saturday I was camping with my boys. And yesterday being Sunday, I think we've already established that pretty much not going to do that, even though I sometimes tell myself I'm going to. And so now here it is Monday evening here on the Pacific Coast, and figured I'd take some time to talk to you guys and tell you the latest of what's going on around here. The the camp out this weekend was chilly. Um, here in San Diego County, at least down in San Diego proper, it doesn't get super cold ever really, except at night in the wintertime it can get kind of chilly. But up in the mountains where we were, it can get a little more brisk, if you will. Um, according to I had to go drive back to take care of a little bit of business Saturday morning. And then, of course, we came back Sunday. Um, on both Saturday morning, the car thermostat said it was 37 degrees out, right around just after dawn. Sunday it said 38. So that means in the middle of the night it was a little colder than that. And so, yeah, the boys, of course, were the littlest boy was uh, well, they all took it quite well. Everybody complained a little bit, but everybody had fun. The littlest dude on Saturday night was like, "Okay, we gotta go home. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm gonna die." No, you're not gonna die. Come over here, sit by the campfire. And a few minutes later, he's feeling good again. It's like, "All right, cool." And then, all right, let's go run, get a sleeping bag before we get cold. And yeah, all was good. It was a good time. We were camping out with the Trail Life Troop. Um, my two older boys are my oldest boy is third year navigator, middle boy is just beginning navigator, and the youngest is still in the woodland trail mountain lion type guy. And so he doesn't camp as much as the older two, because he's the woodland trail and trail life is like Cub Scouts to the navigator adventurers Boy Scouts. And so it's excuse me, he doesn't get nearly the taste of it as the other two do. So it's always fun to have him out when he's able to come, because not all campouts are for everybody. Most of them are just for the older kids, for obvious reasons, because we're working on trail skills and you know wood tools use and fires and survival and rope use and all the sort of things you do is in the older kids, whereas the younger kids is a little less hands on because they're younger. So anyway, that was a good time. Got back yesterday and had a little bit of a setback because I have been fighting a war here at the Casa de Kingswood, a war against rodents. Yes, a few weeks back, I discovered mouse or rat droppings on one of my bookshelves. The bookshelf where I had kept some leather-bound books that I've been collecting, and that, of course, you can't have that, right? I moved the leather-bound books to another shelf away from where that area was. No damage, good thing. But I started setting traps and figuring out where these get buggers are coming from. And I found a crack in one of our in the bathroom downstairs, little crack between where the cabinetry goes in to the and the, to the wall, and I thought that maybe that's where they were coming through. So set up a traps out and stuff. Because every now and then, once I just discovered these guys were there, I could sometimes hear them skimmering around inside the wall between. We're in our townhouse, so the sub wall between my place and the next place. I was like, oh, okay, we got to get these buggers. It was unsuccessful. All the traps I set. Then on the way to going on this camp out this weekend, I was digging some of the boys' gear out of the closet downstairs, and holy cow, there was a whole bunch of rat droppings in there. I was like, wait a minute, because that closet is awesome because it's a coat closet, but the previous owner had like cut out the back of the closet and made a crawl space and back under the stairs, so extra storage. Problem is that area is unfinished, so they didn't reinstall drywall, so it's really up against you can see the joists and see the studs behind there and the insulation and some pipes running. It's like, okay, well, this is a place where these guys could go running freely. And sure enough, there's a bunch, and I store some stuff in there, but I don't go in there very often. So as I was looking through there, I realized, aha, this is probably where these dudes are coming in and out most often. So I said, okay, we're gonna make it work here. So we set a bunch of traps in there, set traps in a couple places that had observed, thought they were scurrying out in the main space, then went camping. Come back camping, and for the first time, traps have been set off. 3 different traps have been set off. No rats caught. No mice caught. It's like, son of a bitch. This irked me. So I went back into that thing and I established a Maginot line. Boom. Of glue traps, mechanical traps, peanut butter everywhere. By God, we're going to get these buggers this time, right? And sure enough, everybody hit the sack last night. Sure enough, came back and down this morning, and I found, if you're looking at this picture, one of these, the leftmost of these mechanical of the wood block mechanical traps had been sprung and flung into the main closet. The rightmost of the glue traps had been dragged to the back of this crawl space, and these two, and the 2 other glue traps have been stuck together and dragged by the one rat that was still caught on the glue trap to the leftmost of this black hinge maw trap, whatever. And the hinge maw trap had got the rat. So I was like, yes, we got one. Yes, final good victory. Yes, at last. And the kids all had a celebration. Yay, we got them. You know, took them out. And the nice thing is today was the trash day. So throw them out in the trash bin and hey, all set. But that, of course, leads to the problem of, I'm pretty sure there's more than one of the little bastards. So tonight we've beefed up the Maginot line to be even greater than this one that you've seen here in front of you, because this is last night's one. It was successful. So now we got more mechanical traps, more glue traps, and more just going on. So I'm pretty sure we'll get even more tomorrow, because these rat bastards, pun intended, have had reign too long in the Casa de Kingswood, and I have for too long been unsuccessful in thwarting them, but no longer. We will crush them with an iron fist. And so I think things are looking up in that sense. So I feel good about that. My Maginot line was at least partially successful. I want to say I think there's 2 of them. Because one day, and this really annoyed me. One day, a couple weeks ago, I came down and saw one of them bastards up on top of my bookshelf. And hey, somebody's asking if I can affix the glue traps to the floor. I don't know, maybe that's a greener shade of pale. Ask that. I don't know, maybe because it's carpet, so I'm sure I could do that. But I kind of want to be able to pick the things up to trash them too once the rats get caught. So I hadn't thought about that. I'm kind of learning as I go on this one. But yeah, when I came down a couple weeks ago, I saw one of them on top of the shelf, my bookshelf. I was like, "Hey, I see you!" And it scurried down the bookshelf, and then another one scurried down. So I think there were 2, and it annoyed me because it went right past the traps that I set up there before. And so finally, we're having some success, and we'll hopefully tomorrow morning we'll have more. But no, that's what's going on with that. Other fun things. I got some writing done today. Started another sci-fi story with my Icaran Confederation Navy stuff. I will get that. That'll be my story for the week. And as soon as I sign off here, I'm going to get back to it. So that feels good, because I think, as I mentioned A few streams back, I have been in a bit of a writing rut. Been putting out a lot of stuff because I've had a lot of stuff previously written, but new stuff I've been sort of slacking on lately. So it's good to get back in the groove of that. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Hopefully we'll have more success in the rat field to be able to talk about tomorrow. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to get back to writing that story I started. Hey, thanks for everybody who showed up, and I'll look into how to set the trap, fix the straps to the floor. I don't know that I want to make it too hard to pick up. Ow, you got an idea on that there, Greener Shade? Anyway, that's where we're at. I'm gonna call this one. Again, thanks for showing up, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do.